Verb to be in past. The past of to be in English has two forms, was and were. In the affirmative form, you use a subject, then to be and plus and the complement. Subject: I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, they were. And the first and the third person you use was. And then you, we, and they you use were. For example, John was 10 years old. He was young. And then we were together. In the negative form, can be made by adding not after the verb, was or were, and the subject and the negative form and the complement. Subject: I and verb to be was not or wasn't. Subject: you, we, and they, you and plus verb to be weren't. And the third person, he, she, it, plus verb to be wasn't. For example, you weren't crazy, she was not married, she wasn't famous, we weren't invited, you weren't at the party, they weren't friends. And finally, the question form, to create question with to be. You put the verb before the subject. In the question, were you happy? First verb, second subject, and then complement. For example, I was late. It is in affirmative sentence. And was I late is the question. First was, then a subject, and then complement. Other example is you were sick, and the question, were you sick? They were busy, and the question, were they busy? And before the verb, you can also have a W question. For example, why, who, what, where, etc. For example, where? Were you happy? Yes, I was. Other example, why were you happy? Because I was promoted at work. In conclude, in affirmative sentence, in the subject, verb to be and complement, and the question, verb to be, subject, and complement. It is a change, the subject and the verb to be.